And when you have the offer I'm about to offer you, it has never been done before. We're so excited about this because what I have for you is not one, not two, but 3 8-inch cheesecakes. 1, 2, 3. 8-inch cheesecakes from David's Cookies at a host pick price, $30 off. It's almost half price, okay, almost. $49.95, and we're even gonna do free shipping and handling. We're gonna give you 3 choices in terms of your flavors, and we're gonna give you 2 choices in terms of when you want them. If you order it today, you're gonna get this in, I think it's about, is it 10 days? Or
about 16
okay.
by the time it's shipped.
About 2 weeks, because we know you want it a little bit closer to November. So we're going to, if you order it today, give it to you in about 16 days. If you want it for delivery in December, we can also give you a delivery in early December. So those are your choices. So here's the way to do it. Again, buy now, receive in more like 10 to 12 days. Buy now, ship later, receive by December the 8th. You will not be charged until they ship. Let's go through the flavors because they are absolutely incredible. Carrie Miletto brings us our David's Cookies, but she's never brought this. What is it, 6 pounds?
So it equates to about 6 pounds of cheesecake,
huge.
which is amazing. So each cheesecake is about 2 pounds, but your choices is where it's at. So we're gonna start with what's up front. So up front it's a set of 3 traditional New York style cheesecakes. So if you wanna keep it, you're a purist, you say, I like my cheesecake straight up, then this is gonna be the one you're going to choose. You're gonna say you want the 3-pack of New York style cheesecakes. We do Brooklyn style, by the way, which if you know the difference, that's the one that really people, it's so creamy, creamy style. So you're gonna get 3 of those if you go that route. The other choice is where you'll start off with one that is traditional New York style.
And this is called the classic.
The classic. And then you're gonna get one of what we call our cherry swirl. That's what's right here. So taking that classic and then adding a pureed, it actually has chunks through there too, of cherries through the top in a swirl pattern. And the third one that you're gonna get is the triple chocolate cheesecake. If you are by any means a chocolate lover, you will die for this. It is so good. So that would be your other choice.
That's
so those
your
3.
Classic. And then we have...
here we're gonna have one traditional cheesecake, New York style cheesecake.
I believe it's called the Holiday.
The Holiday. Then we're gonna have apple walnut, which has apples, walnuts, and cinnamon at the top.
Oh my gosh.
And then we're gonna have the pumpkin caramel.
I should have saved my oh my gosh for that one.
Saying it is just, that is pumpkin so seasonal.
Caramel, okay?
Yeah.
Please call in with your testimonials if you have tried David's Cheesecakes. This is a company that truly, since they launched the chocolate chunk cookie, the baked goods they've been delivering for us, not only here at HSN, but across the country, around the world, have been spot on. But if you haven't tried their cheesecakes, this speaks to holiday. To me, absolutely. That's why I wanted to do for Holiday Host Pick, something that you'll love. And by the way, you can get them, you can eat them immediately if you want to. Put them in the freezer if you want to.
Yeah.
And they will stay in the freezer for up to
you could do 6 months about in the freezer, correct? Months. The biggest thing about our cheesecakes is how absolutely perfectly creamy they are, but also keeping away from, I think if you've, maybe you'll understand this if you've eaten a lot of cheesecakes, a lot of cheaper cheesecakes are gritty. So the creaminess is gone and you're dealing more with like kind of almost like you can feel it as you're biting through it, that grittiness. So you won't have that here. This is absolutely gonna slide right through like butter. That's how perfect our cream cheese is inside of there and how perfect our ingredients are. Again, we're doing Brooklyn style cheesecake, so this is giving you that ultimate and creamiest and the highest level quality ingredients. So we're starting there with the traditional. Then we're moving over, so let's say you're gonna go with the classic assortment. Then you're going to have cherry swirl. Cherry swirl is going to take your typical cheesecake, but you've seen what we've done up here. We're actually going to take real cherries. These are real, so if I actually pick this guy out, it is a full cherry going on there. You see how he's coming out in a whole piece? That's a whole cherry mixed with the puree. And again, that super, super soft graham cracker crust at the bottom. It just, look how it just rolls. Oh my goodness. So, you know, if you're thinking holidays, we want to be able to pull something out when people come over. Thanksgiving's coming up quicker than we could even imagine. We want to be able to just say, oh, we're having company. We want to do a beautiful finish to the meal. These come pre-sliced. I don't want to forget to mention that. So you're getting 12 slices per cheesecake, and what that means is you can actually just take out the slices as you need them. So as you can see, this is at David's, how we pre-slice them for you. So you see how the paper kind of comes up? So you can just pull it right out as you need it. So keep this in your freezer is my suggestion, and then just pull out the slices. So maybe you have a party of 4 coming over. You're gonna do a dinner with 2 friends. It's 2 of you. You're having 2 friends over. You just pull out 4 slices. You're ready to go. I'd say pull it out about an hour before you're gonna need it, and then it'll be perfect for that time.
All right.
So there's cherry swirl.
Again, the classic will be the chocolate, the cherry swirl, and one of the original, or you can go with the 3 traditional, or you can do the holiday, which we'll get there in just a minute, but this is part of the classic.
Look at this. This is triple chocolate. What we have going on here is a honey chocolate graham crust. We have an actual chocolate, so it's chocolate cheesecake in the middle, so we're mixing chocolate with the cream cheese and everything else. And then we are putting our famous David's chocolate on top, that same chocolate that you love and enjoy in our brownies and in any of our chocolate crumb cakes or anything like that. We actually melt that right on the top. So what you're getting, I love to say this about triple chocolate, it is not overpowering. I think what people get a lot of, get very nervous about, and I have too with cheesecakes, is sometimes they can be so sweet that it's too much. But I want you to taste that, because what we've done successfully is we've created, a good dark chocolate has a little bitter to it, and so that bitter mixes perfect with the creamy middle, and then the honey and the graham crust. It just gives it that perfect taste, right? Not too much.
It's almost like mousse.
Yes.
It is so light.
Yes.
It almost is like a chocolate mousse cheesecake.
Absolutely.
It is so delicious.
So perfect.
And just on the top, creamy as can be, that little bit of crunch on the bottom. David's has never put together 3 8-inch cheesecakes at this crazy value. You are looking at not only $49.95, but with the free shipping and handling. Get them, put them in your freezer. You will not see this repeated, I'm telling you.
Can we talk about this? Because you know what, if you go online right now, I
crazy.
challenge you, go online and look up anybody's cheesecake.
Anybody.
You're gonna be priced.
Do one slice
just
at the
one.
place that has the cheesecake in the name.
Yes.
One slice in the restaurant.
Just one slice could be $7, $8. But if you go right now online, you're gonna find cheesecakes anywhere from $39 to $69 for one cheesecake. It's typically it's not gonna be from David's, and that's one cheesecake. And to send it, you're gonna pay, because we have to freeze pack these, you're gonna pay between $12 and $21 to get them sent anywhere you go. So to be able to do it this way, this is the best way to be able to order cheesecakes. Get 3 of them. And this one, I'm totally making a mess here in a great way, but let me tell you right now, this has got pure diced apples. Can you see the apple? I'm like throwing down the apples. There's a piece of walnut. So I've got big old pieces of walnuts and diced apples at the top of this, then with the graham cracker bottom. So when you're biting into this is like taking the whole apple pie idea, but mixing apple pie with cheesecake. So it can get any better. That's what we just did here. Okay, so there's that.
I have been waiting all day long to try this one. So this one is the pumpkin caramel, right?
This is the pumpkin caramel.
Okay.
So what we've done here is we've actually taken a pumpkin puree, we have placed it inside of the cheesecake, and then we just drizzled our delicious David's caramel all over the top. Right? Right? It's unbelievable. Look at this. It's so soft, you guys. It's so beautiful.
It's almost like pumpkin pie. Again, it's so light.
Gosh.
You know how so many cheesecakes are just heavy. And this is gonna be the perfect size, whether you're doing it for dinner, whatever you wanna do in terms of being able to put out several desserts. So if you wanna get the variety, then the holiday is going to be the traditional, it's gonna be the apple walnut, but that pumpkin caramel, you've gotta try that. Get this home and serve this maybe for Thanksgiving, right? Do the desserts, you will have your desserts done for Thanksgiving. 3 cheesecakes, okay? Individually, that's how the bakery does it. Individually cut, so that everything is perfectly, beautifully served. And then, our top seller right now, it's always a traditional. So most people going right now for the set of 3 that are your classic New York style cheesecakes. But if you want the classics, again, the classics will be one of your traditional That cherry swirl, my dad's favorite.
So good.
And then you're going to get the triple chocolate as well.
Yes.
Never before at $49.95. You will not see this again repeated with the free shipping and handling. 4 flex payments of $12.49. The free shipping and handling means if you want to do a couple of sets of these, but you've got to do it now. You've got to do it while supplies last, because we are extremely limited, because frankly, they wouldn't give me any more. They said, we can do some, but we cannot do many. Not at this price, not at this value. You are going to get 6 pounds, 3 boxes of cheesecakes. Look at this. If you want to do this as a gift, 1 each, can you imagine being able to take that over? You know what? I'll bring dessert tonight.
Yes, bring it over.
And you are done. And David's has done the cooking for you, so you know the quality. You know it's going to be fresh baked. And you know at this price of $49.95, you cannot compare. I don't care if you go to a grocery store and try to just buy something off the shelf there and not even get a quarter of the quality of what you're getting here.
Oh, absolutely. You know, and with traditional, I can completely understand why, with going classic, why that is, you know, a winner. Because you know what? You never know what taste people are going to have. So, okay, this is a great place to start. If you just say, gosh, I don't know where I'm going to end up, or, you know, who's going to be there, or what their flavors are going to be, their favorite flavors are going to be. So with this, again, so smooth. You could see how I could just do this, and it just rolls very creamy right off the fork. These pieces are the perfect size. I want to talk to that for a second. 12 pieces, perfect size, and that's important because when you're serving it, you know what I'm talking about. You get this huge piece of cheesecake and you go, wow, that looks great. And then you go to get in there and it's just, so, cheesecake is rich in general, right? Absolutely rich. So what's important is if they're overly sweetened and they're not balanced, like how David's does it, you can't even get through a whole piece anyway. So nothing is going to go to waste with these. The reason we've done the 8-inch and the reason why we've done them the way, look how they're being done hand, by the way. How by hand they are smearing everything. By hand they are putting on the toppings. By hand we are making sure they're perfect as they slide out of the factory. We make sure we do not, look at that caramel.
I know.
Are you kidding me?
I know.
Okay,
It's
we
insane.
make sure that we do everything just like you walk out the door, you go to your local baker that you know, and you walk in. We want to be your local baker. We are the person who's going to make sure you're getting the highest quality. We want to make sure that when you place this on the table for your guests, when your guests come to your home and you want to feel confident, because there's nothing worse than not feeling confident about what you've put out for your guests.
And you never know if it's going to turn out.
Right.
If the cheesecake is going to set, if this is going to work. This is completely goof-proof, but let me give you an update already, okay? Because if you want the delayed delivery, which is the December delivery of the traditional, I'm down to, I think it's 6 dozen now. So if you want the delayed delivery, that will be there, receive it by December 8th. In the traditional, which is the 3 New York style cheesecakes, I'm down to my final quantities on that. The other bestseller, which one is after that? Is it the classic or is it the holiday? I believe it is the classic that is, yeah. Classic is going crazy, guys. But the New York is the most limited. Okay, so if you want the classic, you need to be ordering that as well. But I've got to tell you, if you only did the holiday just for that pumpkin caramel,
So good.
Never, look at how creamy
it's like a mousse. It is like a mousse. I like that you said that.
It's almost like a mousse.
And you know, when you think about that, and again, you're not going to have that grit that you may have experienced with some cheaper cheesecakes. You're not going to have that overly sweet taste that's just straight sugar. You are going to taste every ingredient. You're going to taste that pumpkin. You're going to taste that caramel. It's going to be just the right flavors. If you're looking at cherry swirl, look at how we have used pure. You actually has the pieces of the cherries, and you can see I can roll. Can you do this in most store-boughts? I'm telling you right now, I've seen it where they're so hard.
I can't do that in most bakeries.
When they're so hard, right, because they're so sugared up, we are actually using the pure cherries when we put this in here. So when you get this home, you know that when your guests bite into it, and they bite into, there's a full cherry right there on my fork, they will know the difference. This is high quality. This is the gourmet. This is when, again, as I was saying, you want to feel confident about putting it out. Absolutely, you can feel confident about this. The only choice you need to make, do you want it now? Do you want it in December? And do you want just 3 traditional New York style? Do you want the 3 that comes with the New York style, the cherry swirl and the triple chocolate? Or do you want the traditional, the apple walnut, or with the pumpkin caramel. That's it.
And truly, if you can, express ordering. I have so many people trying to get through on this. We knew it was going to be popular. We loaded a little extra quantity, but when it's gone, that's it. We will not repeat this. This was just something for host pick. It's great, isn't it?
I
just saw her jump over here. It's like, oh yeah.
I did the happy. I had to do this when you know what I'm talking about. Like when you have something really good, and you're like, like you just got to do a moment.
Absolutely.
I did that. Sorry.
Incredible. So listen. One more time, if you want the traditional, that is the 3, the New York style. I have 5 dozen left before that sells out. Okay, is that for immediate delivery? That's for immediate. That's gonna sell out, guys, because I have over 500 of you trying to get through right now. So you want that now, grab it. If you want it extended for December 9th, that also has 6 dozen left. So I'm gonna lose all of my classics, or I'm sorry, of the New York style. Over here is your holiday. If you want the holiday, that's gonna be your pumpkin caramel. It's gonna be your apple walnut, and that's gonna be one of your traditional New York style as well. All 3 of these available. I still have, oh, you know what? I'm told everything's getting limited. So if you want those, absolutely. And here's your classic with the triple chocolate, with the cherry, with the original.
I like this one.
Our bestseller right there. Decide if you want it now. Decide if you want it delivered December 9th, but definitely decide right away, because already with people ordering it, over 1,000 of these have been ordered. These are.
Well, we knew that.
We knew it was going to be special. I'm going to go buy mine.
Yes.
I'm buying 5 sets.
Oh, yeah?
I'm buying one of those and one of those.
That's going to be easy to go through.
Those are all my friends are going to get the flavors. Okay.
You're such a good friend. I hope am I going to get one of those?
It's all about the food, right? All about the food and the desserts.
Yes.
Well, we are home.